So hello everyone and welcome to another Blue Tips. I'm Andrew Bunton. I'm an instructional designer with the Center for E-Learning and Academic Innovation. And today I'm going to be talking about what's new with BlueLine, going mobile. So I'm going to be talking about the mobile app. So if you've ever tried to use the mobile app, the old mobile app called Canvas for iOS, this is the old one now, you'll know that it was not the best. They had these journal things, and it was kind of clunky, and you couldn't really access everything. And there was a lot left to be desired with the old Canvas for iOS app. The good news is that they have released a new app called Canvas by Instructure. And I suppose I should go over the names here a little bit. Canvas is actually the product name for BlueLine. That's what we call Canvas. And Instructure is the company that makes Canvas. So Canvas by Instructure is their new app. So what's new with their new app? Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff it does. There's a new dashboard, and I'm not going to go over all of these, but you can actually access all the things in your course. It has a lot of the functionality as BlueLine actually does on the normal web browser. You can go in and students can take quizzes, you can do announcements, discussions, view grades, you can even submit assignments. So there's a whole lot more going on with the new mobile app. So with all these great improvements, you're probably wondering, where can I get this? You have to either go into the App Store or the Google Play Store on your mobile device and do a search for Canvas by Instructure. I've also just done Instructure in the search bar, and that seems to pull it up just fine. One more quick little note I should make right now is that currently the Canvas by Instructure app is only supported for phone-sized devices. So it's only going to be on Android phones and iOS iPhones. However, in the next couple months, Canvas has said they're going to be releasing a tablet version with some added functionality for when you turn it to landscape and all that. It'll get some more options. So an iPad and Android tablet version is on the way soon. So now, let's actually do a live demo so you can see this sucker in action. Let me pull this up. And full screen. There we go. So this is my phone. I have an Android phone, but it's 99% the same as an iOS phone or an iPhone. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over here, and I've got my Canvas application. And the first thing it's going to ask me to do is get signed in. So I will get started. You'll have to know the URL, which is blueline.instructure.com, which you can't really see on here, but trust me, it's there. And then the familiar login page comes up. So I'm just going to log in really quick. Do-do-do.
Oh, I want to see your password.
Yeah, I know.
We wouldn't be involved with that.
Looks like a big fingerprint.
There we go. And it's going to come back in here and say, login. Another thing I'll mention while this is getting logged in is right now this app is built primarily for students. That doesn't mean that instructors won't find it useful as well. There are some really cool things you can do. But it's sort of built with the student in mind. So that said, this is what the dashboard looks like. And as it loads, you'll sort of see up in the upper right-hand corner that's got my picture for my profile. And then it's got today's date, which you can't really see on this picture. But if I scroll across, I can access my notifications. So any notifications that have come up in any of my courses. If I scroll again, I've got my to-do list, which as a student are different things I need to turn in, but if you logged in as an instructor, it would come up with things that need grading. I can also scroll across here to messages, which I don't have any new messages right now, but if I did, I'd have a short little blurb popping up right here telling me who it was from. The other cool thing is down here I've got all my different courses. And as a student, I can even check my grades from this home page. So if I see Sandbox for Andrew Bunton, if I kind of scroll over a little bit, it'll tell me I have a 64% in that class. So I'm kind of slacking off in my own class here. But I'll go ahead and access that course just by touching on it. And it will load the course. And it's a little hard to read, but these are my modules. My course homepage are the modules. So it's actually showing me the modules. If I click on this button up at the top, it'll pull up the course navigation. This is the exact same as sort of the left side navigation on the web version. And as you can tell, I've only got a couple of tabs available because they've been turned off for the course. So if you've turned off certain tabs, they won't show up on the mobile version either. But for now, I'm just going to go back and click on the first module and just sort of show you what some of the different pieces of the course will look like on the mobile version. So I'll go ahead and load up, maybe, oops. Open the first module, there they are. And I've got a whole variety of items that we can view. So the first one I have is just a PDF, like a normal reading you would have in a course. I can go ahead and click on that. It'll ask me if I want to open or download, and I'll just open it up. I'll open the file. And if I really wanted to, I could go do my reading on my mobile phone. Yeah, I can zoom in and all that stuff, but it's there.
Does it flip the landscape on this one if you do that on a PDF or not?
You know, let's find out. If I flip, nope. Oh, yeah, there it goes. So, the next one I have is a PowerPoint presentation. And same sort of thing, it's going to ask me if I want to open it up. And there's my PowerPoint, sort of. There it is. Again, I can flip it, zoom in, and scroll through. Take a look at my PowerPoint.
Is that Pac-Man?
That was Pac-Man. Then, like, you have the arrows in the bottom, just like you do in the web version. So I'll go ahead and skip to the next one. This is just another way of looking at it. These are files that have been embedded on a page, and this is the exact same thing. I can click the link for a sample reading, and it will go ahead and open it up. So a lot of the exact same functionality you have in the web version now is just available on mobile, which before you didn't have access to modules, you didn't have access to much of this stuff. And if I keep going, try that again. Oh, it kicked me out. There we go. I have just a link in my course, so if I go ahead and click the link, it will open up in the Canvas by Instructure app, and it's taking a minute. It should just be a link to the Creighton homepage, but it's taking a second. Anyway, I promise it works. We'll go ahead and jump to the next one because we're running a little bit low on time. If I go back to the course here. And you can actually take a quiz now on the mobile version. So as the quiz loads up, maybe. Well, that's not liking that either. You've already signed it into a different domain. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure why it's not letting me. It might be because I have an admin account, but I'm not running it right now, so I'm not sure what the deal is.
Not sure.
Let's try the discussion. Yeah.
Are you on Wi-Fi right now too?
I am on Wi-Fi. This one at least says loading.
That was working before.
Yeah, it was, and I've seen all these pages on the mobile version before. It's just, of course, when I'm doing the presentation, they don't want to come up.
It knows.
Yeah.
It happens all the time in the classroom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not letting me.
So it looked like the documents for application, the phone had to be able to read the documents.
It was a default document reader. It's already on the phone.
Right.
It's not anything extra I downloaded. But let me get to the assignment, which I was probably not going to do the assignment. One of the cool things that I had experimented with earlier is submitting an assignment through the through the app. And what I had done was created my assignment, saved it to my Dropbox, and then I was able to go to Dropbox, select the file, send it to Canvas, and was able to submit the assignment from my phone. So I just, oh, there it is. So details, right, it'll tell you, you can't really see very well, what the details of the assignment are. I can click over here and see the rubric for the assignment. And I can go ahead and click Submissions and say Turn in Assignment. And if I want to, I can attach a file. But, like I said, I'm going to go to Dropbox. I'm just going to jump back out, go to Dropbox, find my assignment, right here, my English paper. And if I click on that, it'll open up. And again, this is specific to Android. It'll work similarly on an iPhone. And I'm going to send my file to Canvas. I can go ahead and tell it that I want to submit to my sandbox, which is someplace. Submit to my sandbox for the sample assignment, turn in. It'll upload. And it's submitting. And there we go. I have just successfully submitted an assignment from my mobile device. So that was pretty cool. So if I jump back into the Canvas app here, it also works with unlocked and locked modules. You can notice that I just got the check mark here on my second module. That's because it had previously been locked until I turned in that assignment. So the locking and unlocking modules also works on the mobile version. So let's see. Yeah. Here's a submitted assignment. So again, you can go in, you can see your previous submissions. Unfortunately, you can't see a marked up version. If you'd marked up a document with Crocodoc, a student cannot actually see the Crocodoc marked up version on their mobile phone, but they can sort of see any comments they've made in the comment boxes. So I know it's kind of tough to see there, but it is possible. A couple of, ooh, that's not good. A couple of other things. Let's see if the discussion will actually work now. As an instructor, you can actually create an announcement from your mobile device itself, which is one of the few instructor-only capabilities. But again, you can go in and you can access your messages, which I can do by clicking on my messages. I see I have one now. So you can send messages to students, you can jump in on discussions, you can create announcements. So while it is sort of student-focused, at this point there is still a lot you can do as an instructor and just be connected on the go. So since this isn't really cooperating, I'm going to say that's probably about it. So I will go ahead and stop the recording and see if we have